MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the American League's Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, you see the results through the first 5 games. It's been everything we could have hoped for. And now, at 3-2, you've got a team coming in here that needs to win the final 2 games on the road to take the series. Going to be a tall order to fill, but I think they're as capable as anyone to pulling it off.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 New York Yankees.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Shohei Ohtani will do the pitching with a trip to the World Series on the table. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in this last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's take a look at Jonathan Schoop, another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn to double play at 6'2", 200+ pounds, and move over to third base with a rocket arm.
Leading off tonight for Houston, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
First pitch of the at-bat. And we are underway as the first pitch of Game 6 is swung on and missed for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Oh, I love this ball. Boys, mano-y-mano. He's coming to get him with back-to-back big-time heaters.
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. Ready. Now, Josh Reddick. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. Lynn trying to get there, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark, how do they go about winning an AL pennant here at home?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. And now the Astros from the opening bell will have to deal with a real threat on the base paths.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Leadoff single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Brandon Drury will bat next. Head-to-head passed with Dallas Keuchel. He's 1 for 5. Has a look, now the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
Pitch misses low, the throw down, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
Back to the mound and off his leg. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there.
Hey, you always want to be the team that jumps out to that early lead and sets the tone. And after back-to-back singles right here in the first inning, that's exactly what this offense is looking to do.
The left-handed power bat. Greg Bird digs in now. Shohei Ohtani will get an opportunity off the bench here as he'll bat with runners at the corners now and still nobody out. He's set and the pitch. A fastball and he swings through it to fall behind.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. At the wall, he leaps and makes a spectacular catch.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Giancarlo Stanton now as he grounds one briskly to short. Altuve for 1. And a good save at first on the offline throw, so they just get to 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
And that's through for a hit. Now a long throw to third.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
Hit on the ground out to short. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue. So striding forward now, Aaron Hicks. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. Looking to minimize the damage here. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Head-to-head pass with Dallas Keuchel. He's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. He's taken him deep once. Now the 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. Keuchel pauses. Here's the 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. Stanton on third. Sanchez over at second. Scope at first. 2 out in the inning. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Springer giving chase. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network. First offering on its way. Swinging a ground ball to third. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra bases.
He's set. Here it comes. Way in front of that fastball.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
The 0-2 delivery. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Yuli Gurriel will be next. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Started that swing a bit too early.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. From the stretch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Correa, the runner at third. Springer at second with 2 gone. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners. Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Here's Didi Gregorius. Head-to-head pass with Dallas Keuchel. Pretty average results. 4 for 15. In there. No balls and a strike. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. This is flared out towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Stepping in now, Julio Medrano. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. He gets there to make the play, and the runner's tagging from first. He changed his mind there as he's back into first, no problem. Ready for another chance? Zue Lin singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Late that time for a strike.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brandon Drury. From the stretch. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Missed with a slider. Drury stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Standing in, Evan Gattis. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. And that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. 0-2 the count to Evan Gattis. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Drury looks up. Gone to lead off the inning.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He popped out in his first trip. He'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Down the first baseline. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Hit sharply on the ground. Gregorius has it. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out. So coming to the plate, Jose Altuve hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Astros able to. Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. He hit a sac fly earlier. First pitch of the at-bat. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
2-0 now. The 2-0. 3-0 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And that misses as well. It's ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher leading off the inning. Wow.
Up next for the Yankees.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Pitch inside, the throw. Might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely. Outside, 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Coming to the plate now, Gary Sanchez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe. And unfortunately, he let that one go. And he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Pause, and the 0-2 misses. That's ball 1. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer. If he puts somebody else on, we'll see if he can find it.
Stanton at second. Sanchez on at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. At the plate, Aaron Hicks. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Kyle Higashioka will come on now to replace him as he's into pinch run following the injury.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's Didi Gregorius. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. There's one. And nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue. Digging in, Julio Medrano. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
That fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
This one's down to third. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Kyle Higashioka will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Grounded to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now to the plate, Michael Conforto was a strikeout victim in his first try. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, man. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
The 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They still trail it here 3-1. Ready once again, Zue Lin. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
Right fielder,
Brandon Drury will bat next. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Now, he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
I got to count 2-2.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Line to the right side. Taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Shohei Ohtani. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. The Yankee pitcher at the plate with a 1-1 count. Skied into straightaway right. Reddick is underneath this one, and that will retire the side. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Gurriel behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Misses, ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
And that is off the first base bag. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits.